we have a massive injury update regarding Kristaps Porzingis of the Boston Celtics, as well as Luka Doncic of the Dallas Mavericks. During Game 2 in the fourth quarter, we saw Kristaps Porzingis go down with a pretty rough injury. I mean, he was able to play for a little bit, but there was a situation where he and PJ Washington were both going up for a rebound. PJ beat him to it, was able to get the bucket, and Kristaps fell very awkwardly. He got up, he was limping, but he did leave the game early in Game 2. But we do have new reports that he has suffered an injury. They're calling it a rare but serious leg injury. In this video, we're going to break down exactly what that injury is and what to expect going forward in the finals, as well as Luka Doncic speaks out about his own injury, and we do have a little bit of an insider look into his injury and what he's doing to deal with it. But how's it going, everybody? My name is Marcel Martin. This is Mavericks Digest, bringing you the latest news on everything Mavericks related. And before we start this video, if you guys just drop a like on this video, the last vid couldn't even get 300 likes. I challenge you guys to get to 500 likes on this video. I'd appreciate it greatly. But like I said in the intro, Kristaps Porzingis has been injured. They mentioned it a few hours ago. That is a rare but serious leg injury, and he's missed the majority of the playoffs where he was hurt leading into the playoffs. Didn't see a lot of play, although the Celtics were still able to win games without him, and we did see him return in Game 1 where he just torched us, dropped like 20 plus points in Game 1, coming off the bench nonetheless. And then in Game 2, he did only put about 12 points, but that 12 points was needed for the Celtics in order to beat the Dallas Mavericks. We're currently down 0-2. We weren't able to really do the things that the Mavericks tend to do. Our lobs weren't able to go. We were able to get a few in Game 2, but our bread and butter is really the pick and roll. And with a player like Kristaps Porzingis just being a rim protector and a threat down low, we have not been able to really do what our offense has grown into doing in the pick and roll and throwing up those lobs. But like I said, we do have a update right here from Sham saying the Celtics, Kristaps Porzingis suffered a torn medial retinaculum, allowing dislocation of the posterior tibialis tendon. And if you're like me, who did not attend medical school, who actually had to Google how to pronounce some of these words, it is a serious condition, but they are saying it is a rare injury. From my knowledge, this is not something that most players deal with or have come in contact with. But to break it down a little bit here, the medial retinaculum is like a seat belt that keeps the tendons in place as they course around the inside of the ankle bone. There are 3 tendons that travel along the inside of the ankle, and that seatbelt keeps them secured in place. The posterior tibialis tendon is one of said tendons. So there, yeah, like me, if you're like me who didn't attend medical school, who these words kind of go over your head, it's a tendon issue having to do with the ankle messing up probably his vertical ability, able to run up and down the floor. But to go even further to see how serious this really is, right here, we just Googled really quick that exact injury and what does that timetable look like. I see there's 6 months to a year after surgery. Physical therapy 8 to 12 weeks after the surgery, or just maybe even 3 months. So we don't know the severity of Kristaps' injury. Just going off of a quick Google search, it can range from just 3 months, which we're in the finals. You don't really have that type of time, to maybe a year, to even 8 to 12 weeks after that year. Not too sure if it will require injury. Kristaps Porzingis said that he will go on that court. He will die on that court. Would have loved that energy here in Dallas, but you gotta admire it. He says he'll die on that court, so to his own standards, he wants to play. But we do have reports that Coach Joe Mazzulla said they are taking the choice of playing out of Kristaps Porzingis' hands. The medical staff and the team themselves will decide whether or not he will play. And today, during shoot-around, during practice, Kristaps Porzingis was not participating. He was able to walk around, so he's not limping around or he's not on crutches. However, with this type of injury, walking around and moving may seem normal, but going up and down the court, jumping up and down, putting up shots, playing physical basketball may cause further damage on top of whatever this currently is. So there's your update. Kristaps Porzingis is currently day to day. I think they're downplaying it. And if we want to put our tinfoil hats on, a lot of people are saying that the Boston Celtics might have rushed Kristaps Porzingis back from his original injury. And even though he looked good in games 1 and 2, that's fine. You can still play the game of basketball. But how physical can you really be? Where we saw the play where him and PJ kind of got into contact, it wasn't major contact. It wasn't like they were just fighting, going for a rebound. He just got cut off a little bit. He fell awkwardly. And if this is what came from that, there might be more at play here. But like I said, Joe Mazzulla did say it is a rare injury, but it is a serious injury. The medical staff will be the ones to make the final decision. He is currently listed day to day, but I have a feeling that Kristaps Porzingis may actually miss out on games 3, 4, maybe even 5, if it goes that far, which I believe it will. But what does that mean for the Dallas Mavericks? Well, without that rim protector, they're going to have to go to Al Horford or even Luke Cornett to replace Kristaps Porzingis. And for Mavericks fans, that should be a little bit of a breath of fresh air, really, because with Daniel Gafford and Derrick Lively not able to be as efficient down low because of Kristaps Porzingis, with him out of the rotation, with him out of the game potentially, that opens up a whole new avenue for our offense to flow a lot better. Even though the bosses like to play 5 out in space the floor, that's fine. Go right ahead. We've been defending very well, especially in game 2. I think we defended the 3 ball very well. But in game 3, if there's no Kristaps Porzingis, expect to see pick and rolls, pick and pops, a whole lot of lobs. Expect Derrick Lively to actually look like the rookie we've seen him throughout this entire playoffs. I think Daniel Gafford has been playing very well so far. With all things considered, I think Daniel Gafford has been fine, but we may even see even a better Daniel Gafford in game 3. But however, you don't want to wish injuries on anybody because these are people, they have lives, these are their livelihood. But when the opportunity rises, you got to take advantage of it. We're down 0-2. We're about to play at home in games 3 and 4. I would love to be able to go back to Boston game 5 with it tied 2-2. And like I said, you got to capitalize on what's in front of you. We know what we got to do. I think our defense has gotten a lot better. However, our offense has got to step up, and without Kristaps Porzingis, without Horford having to step up, which I'm sure he'll still be a problem, but now without Kristaps Porzingis, I think that opens up more for the Dallas Mavericks on offense. But that's not the only update we have today. Like I said, we do have an update on our boy Luka Doncic. If I can throw the right one, here we go. So Luka Doncic, as we all know, he has been dealing with just a litany of injuries, including a weird chest contusion. Tim McMahon reports that Luka said today during the press conference, Luka said, "I feel good. I don't want to give any more details, but I feel good." So we all know Luka will say he feels good. Luka says that if I can play, I'm going to play. If this was a regular season, I'm missing weeks. But it's the finals. Obviously, he's going to do everything he can. We saw him before game 2 where he just bandaged up, ice packs all over him, trying to do the best that they can. But we do got another report that Luka Doncic received a pain-killing injection before game 2 to numb the area of his thoracic contusion. Sources tell Malika Andrews and me. The expectation is that Doncic will get another shot before game 3. So there you go. On top of the knee injury, the ankle injury, the back injury, the knee's always getting bloody, and now a chest contusion. He's now getting just in pain-killing injections to numb the pain. Luka Doncic is literally just risking everything on the floor night in and night out, and we can't take that for granted. We got, like I said, we got to capitalize on the situation in front of us. Without Kristaps Porzingis, that opens up a whole new avenue for our offensive flow, and with Luka Doncic having to take pain-killing injections just to go out there and still put up a 30-point triple-double, I hope that the guys can pull through, and please, just please help Luka Doncic. I expect a masterclass from Kyrie Irving. I expect PJ Washington to continue to play at the level he's been playing, because even though Kyrie hasn't really been that second co-star to Luka, PJ has stepped up in that role of just a good role player and our third scoring option, still able to provide good defense even if his 3-ball isn't falling. I think Daniel Gafford as well as Derrick Lively should shine in game 3, as well as Derrick Jones Jr. All in all, the Dallas Mavericks have everything that they need to be successful in the rest of the series. It's all about capitalizing on the moment. But that's all I got for you guys today. Thank you for making this far into the video. Make sure to check out our Twitter and Discord. Links in the description below. Consider becoming a channel member. We are doing another giveaway next month, and the only way to enter our giveaway is to become a channel member. But until next time, remember to drink water and take care. Peace.